Hey all, it's Nicole here with an example of a parenting challenge that I went through, and the way that I'm looking at it is needs work. As in, um, that was challenging. I didn't show up exactly how I wanted to show up, and so I reviewed it in my head and what I would do differently next time. And there will be plenty of next times. So, what happened with this is that it was Sunday morning, and I was trying to get the girls out of the house, and they were cozy in their pajamas, and I was getting them to go out. We were going rock climbing, and their ages 3 and 4, so mainly rock scrambling and hiding in little boulder caves, plus a little bit of roping up and doing however much rock climbing they want. So trying to get them both dressed at the same time. It was just me. Jack was out biking, getting some exercise, and we were gonna meet up climbing. And so yeah, as I was trying to get them dressed, Roxy, of course, wanted to just wear one of her fancy princess dresses with lace and stuff that could get caught up rock climbing. And so I tried to explain to her that's not, what would work well out there climbing and rock scrambling. But she, of course, had insisted on it, and it's hard to paint the full picture, when you're not there. But if you've got 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, or yeah, I'm sure you can imagine. And so, anyway, she wanted me to not look. She said, "Don't look, don't look," which was very confusing. Don't look, but she wanted to point out what dress she wanted and then have me hand it to her because it was too high for her to reach. So maybe that's something I need to change, put it down lower. But anyway, don't look. Okay, hand me the yellow one. Yeah, the yellow fancy one. And then I would look over. Ah, you looked. And it was just one of those little things, like a little random trigger that can just set off a 4-year-old. And then meanwhile, I'm trying to also change JoJo. And so then I interpreted her don't look as in she wanted to change on her own. And so and it's just like their inner conflict. They want to do it on their own, but then they can't really, and then they want the loving and support, but then they really don't want you. And so it was just that whole conflict of don't look, no, go away, no, come back, no, I want help, I can't do this, no, but no, I don't want you here, I don't want you helping me. So that was going on, and then trying to do JoJo at the same time, and JoJo just loves to be naked on the bottom. I'm sure that feels great and free. But rock climbing naked on the bottom is not recommended, wearing a harness. And so I was trying to get underwear and pants on her. But all JoJo wanted to do was throw her doggy up in the air and then have me catch it or have it land on her head or on my face. But then if I would do it, sometimes I was throwing it wrong, and I was trying to be playful and saying, two more throws, and then we're gonna put some pants on, and so it escalated. Oh, and then plus then she found some Play-Doh. She really wanted to open up the Play-Doh, but it wasn't time for playing Play-Doh. And meanwhile we've got Roxy screaming in the next room, "I want this dress! No, don't look!" And so we got screaming next door, and then there I am trying to help JoJo, and then JoJo screams at me and she says, "No, I won't do that." And so then we've got just double girls are melting down. I'm not able to accomplish the task of get them dressed so we can get outside and then meet Jack and be on time and all that. So it escalated to the point that, especially with Roxy and the whole confusing, like, don't look stuff, and no, I want that dress. I was screaming. So I just eventually lost it because I was trying to be playful and then set boundaries, but then I couldn't, and then I just ended up yelling back to them and so frustrated. And so I was at the end of my rope because I had 4 days 4 days without a ton of parenting support, but little bits here and there of support. And I think, and so let's get to the needs work. So part of it is knowing and accepting what I can and cannot accomplish. Of just accepting I need breaks and parenting support, and I'm not super mama to do it all the time. And, and I totally told Jack and encouraged him, like, go out, go mountain biking in the morning, I'll go in the afternoon. Turns out I needed the morning off. So that's part of what needs work, of recognize when I'm burnt out and take time off. And then, but if the fact is that I'm there, then what I would have done differently is I think I would have tried to get them dressed one at a time, maybe set up one with something interesting that they could self-entertain, hopefully, and then get them dressed one at a time. And or maybe another option is just leave them in their pajamas or their fancy dress, and I've done this sometimes, and then I bring the clothes that are appropriate for the event, and then once we get there they kind of maybe realize it a little bit more, and then I change them later. I have also brought Jojo just out in her pajamas, because and wear two-piece pajamas, and those pajamas actually are, it's a shirt and pants. So I could have just done that and been okay with that. Or, and the other question I have is, like, give them an incentive. I've read and heard different things, like, do give them an external incentive versus don't. So I'm still kind of batting that one around in my head of what would have worked best. And then the last thing is that I've heard and read a lot is be clear, consistent, and calm. I wasn't calm, but yeah, and I need to be well resourced so that I could be calm. So those are some of the things that I would do differently next time. And all right, that's the story. Please let me know if you have any suggestions. That's the other thing, of try to be just kind of gentle on myself, because I get mad at myself. I want to be this excellent, amazing mother, and I have moments when I'm not. So I'm still looking for resources and tips. So if you have any, please share them with me. Thanks. Bye-bye.